Today on Mr. Bubbles. So when is the right time for you to start your business? Let's talk about it. All right, guys, welcome to the channel. I just got back from the field and wanted to talk to you guys real quick about, this is going to be a quick video, you know, give you guys a little bit of insight, a little bit of knowledge. Got a little fire pit here area, so we'll sit here for a little bit and chit chat. Give you guys a little bit of knowledge. You know, when I know a lot of you guys that, you know, follow the Mr. Bubbles channel, you guys are fairly new, right? Like, you guys have less than 3 years in the industry, or you're still in the process of putting together your business. So I wanted to give you absolutely the best piece of advice you're ever going to hear. And it is this, you know, my advice to you guys is to simply start your business. Like, don't wait for absolutely everything to be perfect. It's never going to be perfect. I know you guys are already been planning and you're learning a lot of things. And, you know, this idea of like, oh, you know what? I need to get all of these ducks in a row, or, you know, hey, all the stars need to align. Everything needs to be perfect in order for me to start my business. You know, my recommendation for you guys is, you know, just go ahead and jump in and start doing stuff, you know, whatever that is, you know, even if it's just the planning part, but do something, you know, because you guys right now, you're listening to me, and let's say you've never even washed a house, you don't even have a business yet, but, you know, you're going to have a business here very soon. You're already light years ahead of where I was. And what I mean by that is, you know, when I started my pressure washing business, I didn't have, you know, there was no videos on YouTube like the Mr. Bubbles channel. You know, I started watching videos myself, and I've mentioned this before, John Lang, great channel. I started watching John Lang's channel around 2018. I mean, and I started my business in 2012. So I was 6 years in to the industry before I saw, you know, my first video within the industry. So, you know, everything that I learned, guys, everything, absolutely everything that I learned through the process of elimination, right? Like the process of trial and error. I goofed things up, made lots of mistakes. Building a successful pressure washing business doesn't have to be hard. I've coached hundreds of guys in the industry and always noticed the same mistakes: underpricing jobs, wasting money on bad marketing, focusing too much energy on the wrong parts of the business. That's why I built an extensive pressure washing course called the Wash Life Mastermind. Guys, this is a complete pressure washing blueprint with over 20 hours of in-depth training, detailed notes, step-by-step checklists designed to help you grow a real business. Now, we're talking pricing, marketing, sales, systems, finance management, everything I use to build Mr. Bubbles into a successful pressure washing company. So if you're tired of fumbling your way through the dark and you're ready to build your business the right way, check out the Wash Life Mastermind today. Learn from those mistakes, and then, you know, that's how come I am where I am. But you guys out there, I mean, you learn every day from my channel. You look at all these videos that we have. We have a downstreaming series, right? Episodes 140 to 150. We did 10 episodes. 3 different series, for example, where we did, you know, breaking down for you guys how to build your rig. We did a truck build, we did a trailer build, and we did an enclosed trailer build. Like, nobody ever taught me that stuff. I had to learn that stuff on my own. And you guys have this huge advantage because you can learn. And I'm not saying I'm the only one in the industry. There's a lot of, great channels on the industry throughout the industry that you can learn from. And, you guys take that information, you go out in the field and you apply it. But my suggestion to you, and the best piece of advice is, man, just go ahead and jump in and start doing it. When I first started this business, I had a full-time job. I've mentioned this before on my channel many times. I come from the grocery business, background. I was actually a grocery store manager. I used to be I grew up in that industry. I started, from the ground up, as a stocker. Then I became a manager. At one point, I was a front-end manager, overnight manager, grocery manager, dairy manager, and so forth. And then eventually I became an assistant manager. And then eventually I became a store manager. And I was in that industry for almost 10 years of my life before, I started doing this. And, but guess what, guys? I didn't just quit my job and say, oh, you know what? I really believe in this power washing thing. So, let me just go ahead and jump in and do that. That's not at all what I did. And that's not what I recommend you do. What I did is my first 2 years, I did it on my days off. Now, if you know anything about this, that industry, like when you're working in stores and stuff like that, customer service and things of that nature, they don't allow you to take your days off back to back, and they don't give you the weekends off. My 2 days off were Sunday and Wednesday. And so those 2 days, I'd be out there washing. I'd be out there learning. I'd be out there doing everything that I could to advance my own development, right? So my first year was hard knocks. I've mentioned, so many things I went through. I fell off a ladder and I tore my rotator cuff. So many things happened to me that first year. Second year was a little bit better. Then by the end of my third year, I was like, okay, I got this, because it was in my third year that I started using chems. I didn't know anything about chemicals, didn't know anything about downstreaming, soft washing, none of that stuff. None of that stuff existed in my world then. I was just doing pressure washing. I had that wand, you know what I'm talking about, guys? That wand that has a strap so it doesn't hurt your back, and then it extends all the way over so you can pressure wash really high. That's how I did it. Most of my houses were with that wand and ladders. I had 6 ladders that I would bring to people's homes, and you guys are not doing that. You guys are learning from me and other channels how to downstream, how to soft wash. So you guys are not struggling as much as I had to struggle when I first started, in this industry. So, my recommendation is, all of you guys out there, you have full-time jobs. You can just, do this on the weekends, or you can do it on your days off. I know plenty of guys that, they work, like a regular job, and they're out by 3 or 4 o'clock, and then from 4 to 7, they're out there washing houses. So what I recommend you do is just get out there and start getting some jobs under your belt. It doesn't matter if you have a full-time job doing something else. I just use myself as an example, right? I did this as a side hustle or a part-time job for 2 years. And then eventually what happened was, in those 2 days, guys, I was making 80, 90% of what I was making in a normal week, right? So I said to myself, hey, I'm doing this part-time, and I'm not really putting that much effort into it, and I can almost reach my salary already. That's when I quit my job, and then I started doing this full-time and never, ever, ever looked back. So that's what I recommend you guys do, because again, guys, the stars are never going to be perfectly aligned. There's never going to be a situation where it's like, ooh, wow, everything's perfect. Now is the time. Things are never perfect. Just jump in. Things are messy. Opening up your business is messy, because there are things that unfortunately you're just going to have to learn along the way, right? And, by watching my channel and many others, there's a lot of things that you're going to learn, like liability type issues that would cost you time, energy, effort, and money that you're going to be able to avoid. So in essence, you're taking a major shortcut by, studying channels like mine and going out there and utilizing these techniques. Like I tell you guys, for example, the Mr. Bubbles house washing system, right? You can watch my episode 56. We talked about that. As a matter of fact, episodes 51 all the way to 59 is a marketing and it's a marketing series, basically like how to get customers series. And I'm sorry, not episode 56, guys. Episode 56 is when we broke down for you how to optimize your Google My Business. That's a completely different episode. But anyway, my point being that there's so many videos on my channel where I teach this stuff where, like the Mr. Bubbles house washing system, right? And, there's many things like that where you can learn on the channel and you can go out and say, oh, okay, Mr. Bubbles has 8 steps to a house wash. That's the system, right? Step 1, connect to water supply. And step 8 is ask for the Google review. If you go out and you do all of those steps, one of those steps is step number 4 is your Fiverr rounds, for example. You guys have seen plenty of videos of me where, I'm doing the Fiverr rounds out there, right? Doing the marketing with the neighbors. So you guys don't have to reinvent the wheel. You go out there, you practice the Mr. Bubbles house washing system. When you do concrete, practice what I taught you. When you do wood, practice what I taught you. And, use the same uniform company that I have, right? Finprint.com. Look at these uniforms, right? Finprint.com. Tell them Mr. Bubbles sent you. And, if you utilize all the same techniques, the same systems that I'm using, you're going to, it's going to be a major shortcut for you guys. But, a lot of you guys are just playing the waiting game, man. You're watching videos, and you're just waiting for the perfect time to start your business. And I'm telling you this right now, there is never going to be a perfect time. There's always something. There's a baby coming. Something's happening in your family. Somebody's sick. There's always something going on, guys. Always. That's never going to go away. So just jump in and get started. Wash your own house first. Wash every house of every family member that you have. Wash your neighbor's house. Just get out there. Get out there and start moving your body and learning, the techniques out there. Practicing all of the things that we've been teaching you since the very beginning of the channel. Because, guys, I would like to say that I'm a good teacher, that I'm a good, and I think it's because I'm also a great student. I think great students have the potential to become great teachers. And I hope that you guys see me as a good coach and that I do a good job teaching you guys. But guys, let's be real here for a second. The best teacher for you right now is experience. To just get out there and actually get these things done. Like, once you've done 100 driveways on your own, you're going to be like, damn, it's exactly like how Mr. Bubbles says. Once you go out there and you start doing these house washes downstreaming, you follow all of the steps that I'm telling you, all of the techniques that I've taught you, right? Like in that downstreaming series, you're going to be like, damn, wow. It's exactly like he said. And so, that's why I share this stuff with you guys because, man, I feel like a lot of you guys, you're just playing the waiting game, and that's not a good place to be. Just get out there, man, and start putting your ideas in motion. Start, even if it's just you're going on Canva, something like that, or Fiverr, and you're getting your marketing done, you're getting your website done, you're ordering your shirts, like I mentioned, finprint.com for your uniform, you're ordering your, what is that thing called, your logos on Fiverr, Fiverr.com, I've mentioned them plenty also. You can hire a, what is that thing called, like different designers and stuff for only a few bucks. Like somebody will create a logo for you for like $5 on Fiverr. So, just get out there, guys. That's just that is my best advice for you. Just get out there. Don't wait. Because the more you wait, the more you push it off. You're like, oh, man, you know what? This year's not ideal because of XYZ. Every year, there's going to be an XYZ. There's always going to be something. So the bottom line is just go out there and just do it. And then once you get that ball rolling, all of a sudden you get some momentum behind you. And then a year or two from now, you could be quitting your job and doing this full time as well. And also I say this all pretty much in every one of my videos. Guys, I am very, very easy to access. My email, I'll actually put it down here for you guys, is ask@mrbubbles.com. I am the only one. Nobody on my staff answers that email. It is my private email. So, you know, if you got any questions, you want to reach out to me, guys, that's what I'm here for. I also have, you know, like tons and tons and tons of resources that I could share with you guys, like the pricing PDF. Right now, I have a pressure washing starter kit, which has like 6 or 7 files on it, or in it. One of those is the PDF of my, not PDF, but the design of my 6x9 postcards, which that's the purpose of this channel, for you guys to copy what I'm doing. You know, please copy my designs, copy everything that I'm doing. Part of that starter kit is a service agreement. For example, every single one of our customers gets sent this service agreement, right? The service agreement breaks down exactly what we're doing, how we're getting paid, all of that stuff. If you guys are not using a service agreement, you're already making a big mistake. You know, so these are the things that, you know, I learned through trial and error. And you guys are, you know, you're going to avoid a lot of those, the error part, if you will, the error part. But anyway, guys, man, yeah, let me know in the comment section, guys, you know, what you guys, like, what are your goals, man? Do you have short-term, middle-term, long-term goals? Like, what are you trying to do in 2026? Because, man, if you guys start putting into motion your ideas, your thoughts, and you turn them into action, guys, man, wow, you can go very far. And also, guys, you know, like I said, please reach out to me. It's absolutely one of my favorite parts of the day when you guys, you know, when I interact with you guys, because that has always been the purpose of the channel, is to help you grow your business. But there you have it, guys. Thanks for watching this one. And yeah, I'll catch you on the next one. Bubbles out.